Let's see, I got the wrong one.
Got the wrong one?
Here we go. Now it's the right one. Welcome back to the OVC Media Day here in Evansville, Indiana. We're at the Doubletree Hotel, just across the street from the Ford Center, where the end of the season tournament will be held, and the preseason favorites are here, the Little Rock Trojans. You put any stock in preseason polls, Coach?
Nope.
I didn't think you would.
I can't remember in the Sun Belt being picked to come in last place and came in first place. So nobody knows. People just make these predictions, and who knows?
You guys were picked number one in all the different kind of polls, and then you lost KK, and you're still ranked number one.
I don't know what that means, but KK and Jonathan knows this. KK was a big part of our team. He was a difference maker on the court, and people don't understand when you lose key players on your basketball team, it hurts your team.
And I failed to introduce Darrell Walker, the head coach, Jonathan Lawson, leading minutes guy last year in the OVC. Do you want to lead the league in minutes again this year?
Nah.
He's not going to do that this year.
I think we're talented enough to cut back on some of the minutes. We got some more talented guys on the team and more deep this year.
Darrell, before, I kind of just jumped right in there, but 2 years in a row, you lose a guy like KK and him specifically. Right. And yeah, it does. It affects everything, doesn't it?
You're talking about he was OVC preseason player of the year, averaged 17 points a game. And if you think you can just take 17 points in an all-league player on your lineup and think it's not going to affect your team, it's going to affect your team. It really did all the way around. Somehow
you ended up with all the little brothers showing up. Talk about those two guys.
Well, you got Kason and you got Kellen. And by the way, Kellen won't be playing either because he tore his ACL.
Oh.
So 3 weeks apart, they basically tore their ACLs. And that was going to be my starting backcourt. And I haven't really shared that with a lot of people who were getting close to the season. And that was going to be my starting backcourt. Now that starting backcourt is gone. And now guys that's supposed to be probably playing 18 to 20 minutes are going to have to play 27 to 30 minutes. And that's a big difference.
Yeah. And maybe he is playing all those minutes.
No, we got a little. Last year we didn't have a lot of depth. This year we have some depth where I can sub some guys out and they can catch their breath.
Jonathan, first, I always ask players this: why number 11? Why did you pick that number?
Because I'm number one twice, so I like 11. So it really I could be number one twice.
And tell me about how like a leadership role like KK might have had falls to you, and it did last year as well.
I've always been a lead on the team. I just got to be more vocal since KK went down and things like that, and lead by example and show the newer guys and guys that's coming in how things work and stuff like that.
Last year, Gatkek gave you great defense in the middle, and I saw him up close and personal a number of times. Talk about his game.
Oh, man, he was he erased a lot of stuff for us defensively. When we messed up defensively, he was the anchor back there defensively. And the thing that I like about Tune this year, what he's shown this summer and this fall, is that he's a lot more confident player offensively, and that's really going to help us if he can score some points for us.
Yeah, when a great defensive player can become a good offensive player, it even makes the other team work differently, doesn't it?
No, it does, because at times they wouldn't guard him at the elbow. They would just back up. And I made a point to him in the summer that you must be able to hit this elbow jump shot to keep everybody honest.
You talk about the loss of a couple of guys. Talk about then what you're having to build back in at this very moment in practice.
Well, you don't replace those two guys. Those Robinson brothers were really good. Jonathan knows that. He saw it all summer. We do have some guards that's capable. We got Braxton Bayless from Western Kentucky, who I think is going to be a good player. He's just coming off of surgery, but it's back to practicing. So we're going to be solid. And in Case and Robinson, we haven't talked about Case. We had recruited him for a while in high school. He got hurt. He went to junior college, got hurt again, and kind of disappeared. And we went back and recruited him, and he wanted to come home and play with his brothers. He's going to start for me. He's been playing well.
Talk about the home court advantage that you guys have.
It play a big part because we got a good fan base, and we practice in there, and it's like different than the other gymnasiums we play in and other arenas because it's bigger than the other ones, and it just feel more comfortable playing there than other places.
Talk to me about the style of play, that maybe the personality of this team.
It's very different. Everybody diverse, but it's all compatible with each other, and it's just gel right together with things different play styles.
A lot of Little Rock guys, I know, and some of them were related to each other, but a lot of Little Rock guys. Was that? I mean, obviously you're looking for players,
Right.
But was that kind of by design? You'd like to be Little Rock's hometown team?
Yeah, we should. I've had some good years there and some years that wasn't so good. But we're in Central Arkansas. We should be able to get fans in the building. And I know people are always talking about you're not recruiting Central Arkansas players, but most of the really good Central Arkansas players are really good players. They want to go to the University of Arkansas, and I understood that. But the Robinson kid and Cam Wallace was a big junior college player last year. All those guys are Little Rock guys. They know each other, and they wanted to come home and build something in Little Rock, which was unique for me.
And how special is that, I think, for the fan base and for yourself? You're an Arkansas guy as well.
Yeah, they're going to put some the Robinson's going to probably be 40 or 50 to the game by themselves. And then Cam Wallace, his family's going to bring a lot. So it helps the fan base and people in Central Arkansas know who all those guys are, which helps. And hopefully they'll come out to the games.
Coach, when you in the recruiting path, are you out there saying, hey, by the way, I could do it back in the day? I mean, like the players even care about that anymore?
Players don't even know who the hell I am, to be honest about it. I'm 64 years old, and my time has come and gone, and I'm fine with that. But teaching the game and knowing the game and getting you prepared for a game, that never leaves you.
Yeah. Talk about the development of the cohesiveness of your team so far.
It's been going well. Like I said, we bonding on and off the court, and everybody like to get in the gym, work on their game, things like that. So everybody been gelling well. So it's just been going well.
You have a significant number of guys returning, but a lot of new players as well. Who's a player that we don't know a lot about yet, Jonathan, but at the end of the year we're going to know a lot about?
Probably Kachi, our new big man. I think he gelled pretty well, and he can display a lot of talent that our big man couldn't do in the past year, and he can really display his talent he couldn't do at other schools. So I think Kachi will be a big name.
When you look at the league, and obviously you don't know anything about those other teams either, because
I never look either.
Everybody's got tons of players that
Right.
are different and all of that. But talk about just your journey the last 3 years, 4 years in the OVC, and then obviously you guys are on to something else next year. But just talk about how you've watched this league the last couple of years.
Yeah, the first year we got in from the Sun Belt was a bad year for me when I went in 10 basketball games. And then the next year you flip it and you win the league. And then the third year, we had our chances and couldn't get it done. And now I guess it comes to our fourth year right now. Yeah, because if we had KK last year, and I'm not being cocky, I think we would have won the league because he's such a big difference maker. But that didn't happen. We came in third place. Got a good group of guys, long, athletic, can defend. I thought we were good defensively last year. I think we can take it to another level. The league has grown and has done a good job. Of course, we're moving on. Everybody knows that. But I'm excited about this year and finishing out this league.
In the league, are there coaches that you are closer to that, maybe some people you have a history with?
No, it's funny. I know all these guys. This is, as far as coaches, this league, we all get along. We all, of course, trying to be each other. But Marty and Stan and Baroni and all these different coaches has been around for a long time. We laugh and joke with each other all the time.
Nobody special, though. Nobody unique in that group.
No, yeah, but Marty's always a little unique because he's always rumbling around talking about his body hurts. But no, I like Marty. Haven't had too much success against Marty.
And Jonathan, for people that haven't seen you play, talk about the kind of game you play. When they see you on the floor, what are they going to see?
A lot of IQ and trying to make guys better and just making the right plays out there.
And when you, how can I say this? I'm trying to ask a question. So the style, is there like an NBA guy that maybe you look up to? My style's kind of like his. I mean, you're not comparing, but
Yeah, it's a couple guys that I think got a lot of IQ. I like Tyrese Halliburton because he's not so athletic, but he still fit the games in many ways and things like that. And Cade Cunningham, I like his game too because he's like a big guard and he dissects the game in different ways.
When you're at this point of the season, you've lost a couple of guys, as you know already articulated. How do you can't guard against injuries? They just happen.
They just happen.
But how do you help your guys traverse that journey of losing their teammates?
Well, I have an NBA mentality. It's the next guy up. I mean, it's the next guy up. And my mother says sometimes you better watch what you ask for. I know guys want to play extra minutes, more minutes. Now you're gonna have a chance to play, and you have to step up and play. I think we recruited good enough that we got enough depth at the guard spot where we can get by and still have a chance to win.
When you project forward, and in this day and age, almost nobody cares about anything but winning at the end.
Right.
But there's something more valuable than that going on in terms of building those relationships, helping these young men grow, and all that. Talk a little bit about that.
I've always looked at myself as more than a basketball coach. I started off at HBCU school, Clark Atlanta University, and I think it's important when guys leave here, they know more about basketball. They got to know about life, what to expect in the real world. I think that's the most important thing in coaching.
Talk a little bit about playing for this guy.
It's real fun, competitive. He's gonna push you to your limits, and
You said fun and competitive.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure I understood.
Yes, sir. Because he's gonna push you, and you either gonna break or buy in if you not playing the right way and things like that. So it's just been exciting playing for him.
Exciting. Listen, I wish you guys the best and stay healthy for crying out loud.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's head coach Darrell Walker. That is Jonathan Lawson, the Trojans, pick number 1 in the preseason poll. See how it all plays out. You're watching the OVC Media Day here in Evansville. We'll be back with UT Martin folks in just a bit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Best of luck.